Hey there, this is Akshit Madan and welcome back to day 9 of 30 days 30 concepts of Flutter series in which we are going to cover the alert dialog box. So if you are unaware of this playlist, you can access it and you can see that we have covered so many widgets. In the last part we covered images. So make sure that you access it and follow the same order. And one more thing, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you are missing some amazing stuff. As you can see, I create some beautiful stuff on Instagram and the link is in the description. So now let's go to VS Code and start coding. So now I am on my VS Code and in the last part we were learning about images. Now let's create one more widget file in this widgets folder and let me name it as alert.dart. And in this file, first of all, I'm going to import material.dart and then I'm going to create a stateless widget and let's call this widget as alert widget, and then I'm going to return a scaffold which is just like a roof for the app, and then I'm going to return an app bar. In this app bar I'm going to return a simple title and let's give it a text, and the text will be nothing but alert dialog, right? And then in the main.dart, instead of returning the image widget, I'm going to return the alert widget, right? Then let's go to alert.dart, and if I just save it, you can see that I'm just able to see a simple app bar, right? Okay, so yes, now let's start building the body. So after this app bar, you have to provide a parameter called body, and in this body, you have to return a center because I want to create a simple button at the center, and whenever I'm going to click on that button, I want to see a alert dialog box. So in this center, I'm going to return a simple child, and to this child, I'm going to return a simple elevated button, and this elevated button will be having a child and an on pressed property. So these are the two important and compulsory parameters. So to this child I'm going to return a simple text, so let's give it, and the text will be show alert, right? So, but why do we use this alert boxes? Right. So sometimes you want to put a confirm screen. Let's say user is signing in to your app, and you want to put a confirm image, confirm dialog that the user is confirming to all his credentials. So that time we can put a alert dialog box, right? Or whenever you want to delete something, or whenever the user is logging out from the account, then we want to keep this alert dialog box. So that time we can use it. So now in this on press property, we have to provide or we have to show a dialog box. So for that, I'm going to create a widget after this main widget, and it is going to be a future widget. So future, and it is not going to return anything. That's why it will be void. And let me call my dialog function as show my dialog, right? And in this, it is going to take a build context and we will name it as context, and then as it is a future, so we will make it async function, and then I'm going to return show dialog. So you can see it's inbuilt. So show dialog, we are having it show dialog, and it is going to take the context, and then it is going to take the builder. Now we have to build it. So that's why we will be building everything in this builder. So this builder is going to take a build context, so let's name it as context. Then the curly brackets, and in this curly brackets, I'm going to return the alert, simple alert dialog, right? So in this alert dialog, we are having so many functions, so many parameters. First of all, let's put a semicolon over here and put a semicolon over here. And in this alert dialog, we are having so many parameters that we need to provide, right? But let's keep it as it is first. And this show my dialog function, I'm going to return it whenever I'm clicking on that button. So let's return it, and it takes a context. So I'm going to pass the context of the screen, current screen, and let's put a semicolon, right? Let me just save it, and whenever I just click on this, nothing I'm able to see. I'm just able to see this black screen with little opacity because I have not provided anything to my alert dialog. I have not provided any content to this alert dialog. So let's provide it. So to this alert dialog, I can provide background color, I can provide elevation, right? So first of all, let's provide it title. So we have a title property and we have to provide some text in it. So let's keep the text as this is an alert, right? Then you can provide content. In this content, we are going to provide a single child scroll view, or you can just provide a list body. So we can provide list body, and in this list body, you have to provide some children, and to this children, you can provide some simple text. So let's say this is a demo, and let's provide one more text, and let's call it this is Akshit Madan's. This is Akshit Madan, yeah. And let me just save it. And whenever I just click on this alert dialog box, we are not able to see anything. So the error is we have to provide it some height or some size. So for that, we can just wrap this list body with a widget called single child scroll view. So even if the advantage of wrapping it with single child scroll view is that even if the content is increasing in the vertical direction, even if my height is not that much, it will make it scrollable, right? So let's wrap it with single child scroll view. And if I just save it, and if I now click on this button, you can see this is an alert. Then these two text boxes, this is a demo and this is Akshit Madan, right? Now let's say you want to add a button to it, approve button or correct button or cancel button, right? So for that thing, we have to provide, after this content, you can provide actions. So let's do it. This actions will return a list, and to this list you can just provide some text buttons, right? Simple. We have already studied about these text buttons. You can provide them on press property, you can give them child, and let's give them child of simple text. Let's name it approve, right? And let me just create one more text button. I just copy the same text button, paste it over here, and this time the text will be cancel. And if I just save it, now let me just click on back button, and if I just click one more time on the elevated button, I can see that approve button is there and cancel button is there, right? Perfect. Now let's say whenever I click on this cancel button, I want to remove this alert dialog box. So to this on press property of this cancel button, you can just write navigator.pop, right? Navigator.pop context, right? And put a semicolon, save it, and just click on this button. And whenever I click on cancel button, that alert dialog box is gone, right? Simple. So now you know about how to add some buttons to this alert dialog box. Now let's try to change some design of this alert dialog box. For this, the alert dialog box has some properties called background color, then shape and elevation. So as you can see over here, let's give it background color, and I'm going to give it background colors as colors dot black, right? Now let me just save it, and now if I just click on this button, you can see black color alert dialog box is there. Now let me just remove it because black is not looking good. Now let me just make it rounded border, let me just give it a round border, right? So for that, I'll give it a shape, and to this shape you can give rounded rectangle border, and to this you can provide a border radius, and to this border radius you can write border radius dot circular and make it 20. Save it, and now if I just click on this, you can see a rounded alert dialog boxes there. You can also remove its elevation. You can see some shadowy part below this alert dialog box. So for that, you can provide as elevation as 0. So that shadowy part will be gone and it will look simple alert dialog box, right? So I'm able to see that elevation is gone. Maybe whenever you will be running in your PC, that time you will be able to see, right? Perfect. So you can also make it scrollable as true or false. So over here you can make it scrollable as true, or you can provide false. So whenever your content is more than the height, you can make it true or false, right? According to you, it's totally up to you. Right, so like this, you can play with these alert dialog boxes. The use cases of this alert dialog boxes I've already told, that sometimes we need to verify from the user whether he wants to do that thing or not. Right, that time we use this alert dialog boxes. So for that thing, we have this approve button, cancel button, right? So I hope you like this video. So till next content, keep coding, keep innovating, and thanks a lot.